Coming up on Quays News today.
Are Selfridge's new instalments deterring the homeless?
To tell you you've got cancer, my husband was absolutely phenomenal. He just kept in control as much as say, we're going to get through this.
One woman's journey to surviving breast cancer.
And is love strange? David fills us in.
Welcome to Quays News. A petition has been set up to remove alleged anti-homeless spikes installed outside Selfridges in Manchester city centre. However, the high-end department store denies the studs are there to deter the homeless.
The council will be meeting with bosses from the store to investigate the issue. Our reporter Inzi Rashid found out more.
Disgusting, ugly and an affront to humanity are just some of the words to describe the so-called anti-homeless spikes installed outside Selfridges in Manchester city centre.
Selfridges released a statement 18 hours after the news broke, revealing that the studs had been put in place as part of a number of measures to reduce smoking and littering as commuters walked on by.
No, I don't think they should have done it, no. Yeah, I can't see the point in them really, other than that is their excuses to stop people sitting there, which it will do. You can't sit on them.
Personally, I'm a non-smoker, so I don't like to see people smoking outside buildings. But that's my opinion, you know, if people smoke, that's their thing. But if it deters them, it suits me fine.
Over 6,000 people have signed a petition urging the department store to remove the studs since it was launched on Saturday.
I think they are a visible symbol of 21st century Britain that says the homeless are a problem, beggars are a problem, we'll just move you on, we'll just sweep you out under the carpet. And my other thought, Inzi, was this is not Manchester, we don't do this, we're better than this. And I feel that very strongly. I think we are better than this as a city.
As names on the petition continue to rise, council chiefs are now looking to hold talks with the Selfridges bosses to make sure the metal was not installed as an inhumane anti-homeless tool. Inzi Rashid, Quays TV News.
News has just been released of a violent carjacking that took place in Bolton. A 59-year-old victim was thrown from his Skoda in Farnworth on the 7th of February.
The carjacker entered his car as the victim walked to a shop. The victim returned to his car, but the thief drove directly at him. The man then jumped onto the bonnet but was thrown off as the car accelerated away. Whitworth Art Gallery has undergone a £15 million makeover after receiving a number of grants. The gallery, which reopened on Valentine's Day, has been transformed into a sleek 21st century design after it was in desperate need of regeneration.
The first exhibition is from Britain's most acclaimed contemporary artist Cornelia Parker. Kate Troy has more.
It has taken a £15 million budget and 16 months to complete the transformation of the Whitworth Art Gallery. But the incredibly popular Manchester attraction has now reopened its doors to the public again.
The gallery is located in the middle of Whitworth Park on Oxford Road, and its development has not only seen it double in size, but also become England's first gallery in the park. I wanted to come here today to witness for myself the rebirth of one of Manchester's most popular art galleries.
From historic exhibitions to contemporary commissions, the Whitworth officially opened on Valentine's Day, showing a breathtaking fireworks display for families, art lovers and friends. I spoke to the head of development, Joe Beggs, to find out what's new in the gallery.
Between 2006 and 2008, it became really clear that we had so many visitors here at the Whitworth that we were going to have to expand the building to make sure that we provided a really good quality experience for visitors and the space for all the art that we wanted to show. We're a free offer, so as you've probably seen today, we've had loads of families in enjoying half term here and all of the activities that we put on here. We can put on much bigger exhibitions as well, so there'll be lots more opportunity for people to come and see things that they wouldn't have been able to see in Manchester before. So it's got lots more space for lots more visitors.
The Whitworth was originally scheduled to open last autumn, but there was a slight delay in the work. The most striking changes have happened at the rear end of the building, where the extension stretches out into Whitworth Park on either end of a glass promenade. I spoke to some art lovers to catch up on their opinions.
It's nice because I think the original brief was to bring the outside in, and I think they've achieved that.
I think it's changed massively from before. The redevelopment has really just opened up the spaces massively.
Yeah, I'll probably come back with my parents when they come visit me. But no, I really like it. Yeah.
The gallery is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day and hopes to carry on hosting incredibly vibrant exhibitions and inspire a new generation of artists. Kate Troy, Quays TV News, Whitworth Art Gallery.
Welcome to the year of the Ram. Today is the first day of Chinese New Year celebrations in Manchester. Jenny Henry was in the city centre to tell us more about what's going on over the next 4 days.
Happy Chinese New Year. Manchester will be bringing in the Year of the Ram with a bang. The city will be hosting one of the biggest celebrations in Europe, starting today and ending on Sunday. 90,000 people attended last year, and this year will be even bigger. Sunday's parades and shows will be taking place right here in Albert Square, so it is sure to be rammed. Food markets, light shows, dances and giveaways will be taking place in Chinatown and St Anne's Square too. So the Ram is meant to represent luck and harmony, so good luck and Happy New Year.
Now, some would say love is strange, Adam.
Well, with it being February, is it really in the air, Molly?
Well, let's find out with David. So, David, with it being February and Valentine's Day, when was this film released?
Well, this film was released last Friday, so it was like the day before Valentine's Day. So I suppose, you know, it's straight there as some alternative film for people to see.
And what's it all about? Is it strange or...?
Well, the film itself isn't strange, but you know, it's like love is strange. It stars Alfred Molina and John Lithgow as a gay couple who've been together for almost 40 years, and due to sort of recent state legislation, they can now get married, so they decide to do that. But unfortunately, the news of their marriage causes Alfred Molina to lose his job as a music teacher at a Catholic school, so they can no longer afford their rent, so they have to go and each stay with different family members, so they have to then stay apart. So, you know, it's all about, you know, sometimes love throws you in these strange situations.
So what are the reviews? Have they been good, mixed?
Yeah, a lot of people are really enjoying this. You know, the people that have gone to see it, it's a really strong film. I think it's a really sweet film. You know, we've seen a lot of biopics in the race up to the awards season, but this feels a lot more genuine than them. You know, this feels like it's really focusing on real people and sort of their struggles through love and just through life in general.
I haven't heard of the film myself, so where can you find the film? Where can you watch it?
Unfortunately, it's a very small film in terms of budget, so likewise the marketing has been pretty small, so you look at it, your independent cinemas, but I really, if you can find one, you know, the Corner House in Manchester for example, I will go and see it because it's something worth seeing.
And what are the highlights of the film?
Just its genuineness, you know, it's a really sort of good romance. You know, you get a lot of average stuff from Hollywood in the romance genre that sometimes patronises its audience, but this is really sincere. I think it's something that everyone can relate to, really.
Yeah, so are there any well-known actors that we will know?
Well, Marisa Tomei, she won the Oscar a few years ago, but it's people that you would recognise the faces of more than names that you would recognise per se.
So how would you sum the film up in 3 words, David?
A really charming film that I think is really accessible to everyone and everyone should make the time to go and see.
Well, that's more than 3 words. Thank you. Back to you, Adam.
Thanks, Molly. Now, insect bites are rarely something to worry about, and that's what Salford mum Gail Kirkham thought. The innocent Mark turned out to be not so innocent when she was diagnosed with breast cancer at Salford Royal Hospital. Now, she's fighting back with fundraisers.
What Gail Kirkham thought was just an innocent insect bite turned out to be a deadly tumour which could have cost her her life. Gail was diagnosed with cancer in September 2013, but since last month she was told she was cancer-free and is forever thankful for the support from her family, friends and the team at the One Stop Breast Clinic at Salford Royal.
They tell you you've got cancer. My husband was absolutely phenomenal. He just kept in control as much as say, we're going to get through this. Went to pieces a bit and then I walk out and then Kath's there and she picks you back up and she explains everything to you and she says, it's a journey.
The Salford mother of 3 is now on a mission to raise awareness of the symptoms of breast cancer. And this Valentine's Day, she hosted a 50 Shades of Pink fundraising event, which followed a masquerade theme.
Even during her most traumatic times with the cancer, Gail has organised fundraising events throughout the year, with this 50 Shades of Pink event being organised since January 2014. Time to get my mask on.
The event was a huge success and featured a jazz band, a raffle, and Coronation Street's Kim Marsh's dress was even up for bids. £2,000 was raised on the night, and with money still coming in, Gail is hoping to reach a much higher total in support of the one-stop breast clinic at Salford Royal, and to help fundraise for a help desk.
Whatever changes have happened in the breasts for that person, they will have that fear, is this cancer? When people come to the breast clinic, we need to try and relieve that anxiety. We try to act as normally as we can. We try to make sure that our communication with the patient is spot on and that they know exactly what we're doing, and get them the results as quickly as we can.
Having battled through her cancer, she's now making the most of every day and is already planning her next fundraising event this summer.
You learn to live every day to its full, and that's all I can say. Just do it and enjoy it, because life's worth living. Sometimes it sets a kick up the backside to realise how much it's worth living.
Carly Foster, Quays TV News, Salford.
And now over to sports with Kieran. Is there anything interesting in the world of sports going on?
Well, it certainly was a good week for FC United, Molly, but first to rugby union. After Sale Sharks' dominant win over London Welsh last weekend, the players are prepared on Saturday. They host Saracens, who currently sit third in the Aviva Premiership and are in great form. Sharks lock Nathan Hines has had a few encounters against the London outfit whilst playing for Claremont. He knows how it feels to beat them, but does Sale have what it takes to do the same?
In our hands, I think, like we discussed, these games coming up are crucial for us, really. Just, we need to get the right result this weekend to start off with, and I think we'll focus on that, and then we'll worry about the games afterwards. But Surrey's a team that you think that they're quite inventive to play, but they keep more than any other team in the league, and it's very well structured. Everyone knows their job, so against them, just to make sure that you play your game and don't give them any scraps, no errors. So.
FC United of Manchester hosted local rivals Ashton United on Tuesday, knowing a win could lift them to second in the table. Ben Hobson has more.
The game got off to a very cagey start, with FC not creating much at all. It wasn't until the second half that FC really took control of the game. Tommy Greaves flicking in, flowing Ashworth's header forward, a crucial first goal for the home side. The second came only minutes later, when Linfield's header found Greaves once again. Through on goal, it looked easier to square to Shelton Payne to tap in, but he continued and finished past the Ashton keeper with the outside of his boot. 2-0 to FC, and Ashton United were stunned. It wasn't until the final minute that the game was rounded off. Greg Daniels started the move and laid off the ever-reliant Liam Brownhill, who curled over the helpless Phillips in goal. The win put United up to second in the league with 7 games in hand over league leaders Skelmersdale.
It's another busy schedule of non-league football this weekend. Altrincham make the long journey south to Bristol. Hyde play host to Fylde. FC United are away to Belper Town, whilst Ashton hosts Frickley. And in the First Division North, second place Salford host Prescott Cables. Now, it's a bit grim outside today. Let's find out more about the weather with Antonia.
Heavy showers will come and go throughout the afternoon, with temperatures reaching a height of 8 degrees today. It will feel slightly colder than it is, with winds blowing from across the Atlantic, and will remain cloudy for the rest of the day. Friday will seem much the same, but can perhaps stay slightly drier as the rain moves steadily towards the southeast. Temperatures will drop to 6 degrees. The outlook for the weekend brings sunshine at intervals, the possibility of gale force winds and wintry showers as the week comes to an end. Have a good weekend and don't forget your umbrella.
For all the latest news and sports, you can visit our website, quaysnews.net. That's all from us. Don't forget to follow us at Quays News.
You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/QuaysNews.
Goodbye.